In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get noticed in your marketplace and how to make your competition completely irrelevant. There are mistakes I see happening every day with real estate agents. Almost every agent has the same message. Doesn't matter what city you're in, what market you're in, everyone is doing the same thing. And so when everyone's doing the same thing, you blend in, and by doing that, you're actually creating competition. There's a book out there called Blue Ocean Strategy. Let me just double check. How to Create Uncontested Market Space and Make Competition Irrelevant by W. Chan Kim and Renee Mauborgne. Whatever. I have not read that book. However, I have read another book called Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and he references that book. So a lot of the strategies in here were from that book. I will put the link to this book in the description below. If you want to grow your real estate business, attract more clients, you have to understand a marketing strategy. There are 3 different types of markets, and everything us as human beings buy, whether it's a product or a service, it all falls into one of these 3 categories: wealth, health, and relationship. And you're thinking, real estate? I help people buy and sell homes. Yes, you do. That is the result. You are dealing with people's result. They made a decision because of something that happened in their life. So you're dealing with their decision, their result. Does that make sense? They sat down, whether it's a couple or whether it's a single person, first-time buyer, whatever, whoever the buyer or seller is, they made a decision to buy or sell based on a conversation they had with themselves or somebody else. That conversation fell in one of these 3 categories, believe it or not: wealth, health, or relationship. For example, there was a Dr. Phil episode that I watched a while ago. I think it was Dr. Phil. And there was a mother on the show, and she says that her son was being bullied so much at school, they had to sell their home and move to a different city. So the question is, did they move for the sake of moving? No. In this situation, where would this fall? Is it wealth? Probably not. Is it relationships? Probably the relationships that this boy had with the bullies. Could it be health? It could be as well. The mother didn't want her son to get beaten up. Can you see where I'm coming from on this? Moving is not for the sake of moving. When you do your marketing, when you speak with buyers or sellers, it's so important to figure out which one of the 3 markets they fall in. Let me first take a 30,000-foot view on this situation. Any kind of marketing that you put out, you have to be very specific. Let's rewind time a little bit. Back in the good old days, whenever the good old days were, how many TV channels were there on TV? Rumor has it there was 3, I think. I don't know. I was probably too young. Maybe I wasn't even born. Let's call it 3 channels. Everybody watched these 3 channels because there was nothing else to watch. As TV evolved, more channels were created. Now we have a golf channel, we have a health channel, we've got a food channel. So you can see how things have been broken down. Same thing happens in the real estate world. Today, a client wants to feel special. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's dissect this first. The first person, whoever that person was that said, I'm going to sell a wealth product, well, they did very well. They said, here's my product, and people jumped on board. They bought it. And this person could have been teaching general wealth. Well, then what happens? More people started jumping in. More people were saying, hey, if you can make money in the wealth industry, I'm getting me some of that. So more people started jumping in to the wealth category. I know those are ugly arrows. So what happened to that wealth category? What once was a blue ocean, meaning it was, look at all the wealth, look at all the money, I have no competition. That's what I mean when I say blue ocean. Well, that blue ocean turned red. Looks like a shark attack. And same thing in the health industry. Years ago, somebody said, hey, I'm going to sell a health product. They took the product, put it on an infomercial. Everybody jumped in. Other people started jumping in saying, I want a piece of that. What happened? Same thing happened in the wealth and same thing happened in the relationship. So now these people were in a red ocean. How do you get out of that? Well, somebody decided, in the wealth industry, I am going to create a real estate product. How to invest in real estate. So they broke out. Real estate investing. It could be different type of investing. I'll just put investing here. How to invest, okay? So wealth now had two categories, investing or investing in real estate, stocks, bonds, whatever it is. You can see people were breaking out, creating their own blue ocean, meaning no competition. Their competition wasn't even relevant because they were the first on the scene. But of course, as real estate investing started becoming a red ocean, more things started popping out. Can you see where I'm going with this? Every category, wealth, health, or relationship, had to get broken down into more detailed topics in order for these people to make money. And the way they made money is they made their competition irrelevant. They were the only ones that were selling that product. So what the heck does that have to do with the real estate industry? It has everything to do with you and how you market yourself. In order to stand out, you must create your own niche or niche, however you choose to say it. Potato. As a real estate agent, you have to understand who your client is and which one of these three markets you are in. And that is the challenge. But that's the brilliance of it. It is no longer good enough to say, here I am a real estate agent, can I help you? No, you can't. What are you offering me? And most of the time, the agent says, service with a smile. I will never steer you wrong. We treat every client like family. Agents unfortunately think these things make them stand out, but they're going in the wrong direction. These things should already be included in your services. You should treat everybody like family. You should be doing your best with every buyer or seller. That's not how you stand out. So the question is, how? How do you stand out to pick a target avatar? That's the power of marketing. For example, if you were the only real estate agent in your community in a specific niche, you will get noticed. If your marketing or your branding had to do with helping first-time buyers, that's what you will get known for. And guess what? You will attract more first-time buyers. And I know what you're thinking. But if I brand myself as a first-time buyer agent, am I not going to miss out on this portion of the market? Here's how the whole thing works. When you attract a certain market, yes, you will repel another market. But that's how you actually grow a business. If you are somewhere in the middle, you are vanilla ice cream. You are bland. Everyone knows what vanilla ice cream is, and you're really not doing a good job attracting anyone. You're neither attracting or repelling. Wouldn't you rather attract a certain group than attract nobody with your current marketing? Right? There is nothing stopping you from starting off with one niche or one avatar and then adding a second. Then you master those two. Well, first you master the first, then you master the second, and then you add a third. Before you know it, you've mastered all three, and then you can add from there. But you have to start with one. When you're offering your niche something that nobody else is, you will stand out. I know we've all heard the saying, if you had to have brain surgery or heart surgery, would you go to a general practitioner or a specialist? Yeah, like I need to answer that for you. Every market, every industry, every product, every service acts the same way. We understand the concept of specialist. We look for a specialist when something needs special attention, but yet when it comes to your business, you look like a complete generalist. I almost said jackass. Shh. I guess I could have. It meant the same thing. Even a jackass amongst jackasses doesn't get noticed. I'm just kidding with you. Bob, tell them I'm just kidding. I hope this is making some sense. You have to pick, first of all, which one of the three markets you're going to focus on: wealth, health, or relationship. That's the problem you're dealing with. Buying and selling is the end result of somebody's conversation. Remember that. And then you stem out from there. How do I specialize? How do I help you as my client specifically? Listen, next time you want to spend money on general type marketing, whether it's flyers or whatever, just send me the money. You'll get the same end result. So the question is, how do you get noticed? How do you make your competition irrelevant? By doing something different. If you're offering your market something different that no other agent is doing, you'll get noticed. What do you think, Bob? Good? Bob says it's good. If you like the message on this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, ringy dingy dingy that bell button, and we'll chat tomorrow. Take care.